All right, welcome back, everyone. We're here. Uncle's here.
Made it.
This is filmed pre-lockdown, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Today we're gonna do something really cool. We got some QA1 goodies. We talked about coilovers while it's actually happening. Rip that box open, Don.
With pleasure.
And we got some shiny goodness and some new springs. So we get to assemble all this. Unfortunately, to get a true coilover in an S10 or Sonoma truck, it's not really that easy, but we don't like things easy anyways. That's why we have a truck. So we actually run these Speedtech G-body upper control arm brackets, and we're gonna build our lower control arm mounts. So a little bit of custom engineering here. So that spring and shock will assemble and it will replace this deal here, which is actually quite hard to see. But right now we just have like a Beltec lowering spring and Bilstein shock, which is pretty good. So you're gonna see, we're gonna rip all this stuff out. We're actually gonna have to cut this mount all out and then weld in those upper brackets. And then we should be handling on rails. Of course, there is a point of no return in this project. When we go to cut that upper mount out, there's no turning back. So a little bit nervous, I guess. Not really. We've done bigger than this. This is not really the end of the world. But we have a race in a couple weeks, so that's kind of the part that makes things sketchy-ish. But
we'll get her figured out.
I think that's enough jibber jabber. Let's get at her.
Alright, well, let's check out the instructions here, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Neither do I, to be fair.
Yeah, coilover kit, G-body, that's good. Oh, it says right here it's for professional installers, so I guess we are professionals now.
We've upgraded.
Yeah.
Once we're done, of course, we're not professionals yet.
We're professional race car drivers, so, you know, pretty much.
Have we won any money, though? You need to be...
We won a banner.
And that's worth money.
Exactly. And we won fluids and other...
We've won some prizes. And yeah.
So basically professional.
Professional. Okay, so that settles it.
Yeah.
Professionals only. So don't necessarily follow... Maybe skip to the end of the video and see if it worked out before you copy us.
Yeah, well that's the only part of the instruction I'm going to read anyway, so...
Yeah, just the picture. And it's
good.
Oh, there's a couple pictures. Look at that.
Look at that.
We're doing all right. Mint. All right, well, enough... just watch us take this thing apart. It'll be a lot more fun. Look at that, we've got the last piece of the puzzle about to come out.
Try not to drop too much of it.
Try not to drop too much of it. I mean, all of YouTube's watching.
Like
all 17 viewers.
Eric's the 8 crack under pressure.
They're just dropping shit or what.
Well,
but
keep her out.
hopefully we pay attention to what you remember where those ones go. So yeah, we get a better look now here. We got to cut all this out and make room for the new coilover, and then we got to brace in. We're gonna have to build some shit down there, build some stuff down there. So yeah, that's the update. That didn't take us too long.
Yeah, she's gone.
And there you go. I think that's how that's done. I don't know, could have been better. This is the cheapest plasma cutter on Amazon. But if you notice, I was a bit scared. Catch my box on fire. It's protecting my ball joint boot because that's the remnants of the other one over there. So we missed that, but on camera anyways. So how's that look?
I'd say she looks pretty good. Should have enough clearance now to clear the spring. Still gotta notch that corner to get it more level, but...
Yeah, the back corner there. So yeah, we're just mocking this up. This isn't welded or anything. Just making sure we have clearance. You measure twice, cut once, weld once. That's the Speedtech bracket in our hole. There's absolutely no turning back now. This is it. So we're still gonna make our lower mount on the, we're gonna modify the lower control arm to make the lower mount. But I don't know about you, John, but I'm getting a bit hungry, so...
Hungry and thirsty.
Hungry and thirsty, so we're gonna grab some food, and who knows if we'll get back to this tonight. There'll probably be a couple beers involved, maybe, who knows. But
could happen.
If we're not back at this later, we'll be here in the morning. So, in 2 seconds. All right, so we're back here on day number 2. And just doing some fitment. Test fitting. We got the shock all in, mounts all tacked. Take it back apart to finish weld. Got our control arms modified. So made these lower control or lower shock brackets in the stock control arms. And we're not quite done yet. We still got to box them, clean them up a little bit. And then off to reassembly. So that's exciting. I think we're gonna see this thing on the ground soon. So it's a new day, paint's finally dry. We used the shitty leftover paint we had. So that took about 24 hours to dry. John's gone home. I'm gonna start putting this together, and we might even have a special guest today. So let's see how this goes. Wish us luck. Back again. Feels like day 6 or 7 of this coilover install. This was more work than I thought, but to do it again would be a lot more efficient. In the last time lapse, I think you've seen Marcel showed up. We got a little distracted, started working on exhaust. That's got to get done too, and that's kind of easier with 2 people. But coilovers are in. You can't really see. The stance is perfect. Truck's on the lift, but, well, it's off the lift, but I mean, you can't really see the stance. Still got to scale it, set it all up, but pretty happy with the end result. If I was to do it again, I think there's a couple lessons to be learned. You can see now, I don't know if we have enough light. Yeah, we do. Anyways, coilovers are in. Obviously, we're just mocked up with this so the brakes aren't in or anything, but yeah, I'll throw this thing up on the lift, show you what it looks like installed. All right, so here's the deal. Obviously, coilovers in. And our modified lower control arms. We got the Speedtech upper bracket. Here's probably what we shouldn't have done. We probably shouldn't have wasted time. Boxing, this turned out really well. I think this is playing strong and this is gonna be good, but in hindsight, it's a little bit hard to put in what you missed, and it's actually pretty hard to adjust, especially in the lower half of the collar here. So now that it's up here, the spanners kind of fit, but down there I actually had to trim it so it would miss the ball joint and trim the wrench anyways. Yes, I realize the lock isn't up yet because we're still setting the ride height, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth modifying your control arms like we did. We're gonna try this and see what happens, but by the time we land the lowers here in Canada, it's like over $1,000 for a set of lower control arms. I figured a couple hours worth of mods might be worth it, but they might not be in hindsight. I guess while we're here, here's how you get a little bit more camber out of a G-body or a S10. You got to get these, machine up these tapered spacers. And I think we're able to get 4.5 degrees of camber out of this thing. So that's pretty handy. This is the same upper control arm setup and everything we had before last year and that, but coilover's new, so that's cool. Super stoked on trying these things on track here in just a couple short weeks. So that about wraps up the coilover install. I got to clean up the shop. It's a bit of a mess. We got a bunch of stuff to do. Got a couple more weeks, and the list gets bigger by the day, it seems. Every time you take something apart, you find something new. So should have known not to leave this to the very end. That's life. We're busy working on other stuff. Still waiting for parts for the Monte Carlo. Got a converter coming and a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, I might have sneak peeked something there too that you may or may not notice. But yeah, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. And thanks for watching. See you next time.